Hello, I'm Nate with Jackson Railcar. I'm here at Midwest Motor Railroad to introduce the new RailNet Environmental Sound Module Pro. Your locomotives can make sound as they go around the layout. You can hear the engine roar or the chuffing of the steam. But what about the scenery itself? You know, a yard like this is rarely ever this quiet. To remedy this, I introduce you to the Environmental Sound Module Pro. The key features of this board is that there's 16 selectable sound files. This is built in. These sound files are already included, ready out of the box, but you can upload your own MP3 files via USB. It's trigger-based playback, so it plays while the trigger is active. There's an onboard trigger button for testing and demos. You can also use external contact closure inputs, switches, relays, etc. There's a sensor input support. This is with compatible sensors that are sold separately. There's external control support, such as Arduino, Raspberry Pi, ESP32, etc. And there's also an audio sync output for lighting effects. This board is also sold separately. Okay, so maybe now you're thinking this seems really complex to set up. Well, it isn't. So everything you need is right here. A speaker, 9 to 24 volt power supply in the board. Over here we have some optional boards that I'll talk about here in a second. So how you do, you first plug in the speaker. It's an 8 ohm speaker. Any 8 ohm speaker will work. Make sure they're firmly in there and plug in the power.
Vintage model railroad, environment sound module.
So now it's ready to go. As soon as I hit the trigger button, sounds will start playing. But, say I have the optional switchboard here. Plug it in. Uses basically just like an Ethernet cable. Cat 6. Hit the button. And we have our audio. So what if you want something custom, something not on the board? Well, it's easy to do that as well. So here we are on a Windows 11 computer. I just plugged in the board. You can see it's right here, this USB drive H. So I have a file here already. It's an MP3 for the board. It's a defect detector.
Norfolk Southern milepost 258.0. No defects.
So we're going to put this on the layout, but first we need to put it on the board. So all you have to do is copy it over. Now we rename it to one of these files. So to prevent any troubles with the files playing, I'm going to add an A to one of them. 8, which is the one I'm replacing. And then also rename the file we just put on as 4 zeros and then an 8. So now what's going to happen is when you trigger 8, this file will play instead of this one, and you'll get the defect detector transmission. So let's see that on the layout.
Norfolk Southern milepost 258.0. No defects.
So there you go, a really cool sound effect using just this board and a speaker. There's a lot more this board can do, so head over to the Jackson Railcar website where you'll find the manual for this, the instructions, as well as the manuals for all the other boards that go along with this one. If you have questions about it, at the same website, go to the RailNet forum to ask your questions and get them answered by us here at Jackson Railcar.